Can you put aside all that? Your vanity, the sense of power, however small, however little it is. It's like a worm. And the more power you have, the more ugly. And therefore in that there is no love. In your ambition, when one is ambitious, aggressive, on which you're all brought up, to be aggressive, to be successful, to be famous, to be known, which is also utterly childish from the speaker's point of view. How can they be loved? So love is something that cannot be invited or cultivated. It comes about naturally, easily, when the other things are not. And in learning about oneself, one comes upon this. Where there is love, there is compassion. And compassion has its own intelligence. That is the supreme form of intelligence. Not the intelligence of thought, intelligence of cunning, deceptions and all the rest of it. It's only when there is complete love and compassion, there is that excellence of intelligence which is not mechanical. And we also talk about death. Shall we? Are you interested in finding out what death is? What's the meaning of that word? The dying, death, the ending. Not only the ending, what happens after death? Does one carry the memories of one's own life? The whole Asiatic world believes in reincarnation. That is, I die, I've led a miserable life, perhaps done a little good here and there, and next life I'll be better. I will do more good. It's based on reward and punishment, like everything else in life. I will do good this life, and I will be better next life. It's based on the word karma. Probably you have heard of it. The word karma means, in Sanskrit, action. I won't go into it. So, there's this whole belief that when one has lived this life, next life you have a better chance, depending what kind of life you have led now. The reward and the punishment. And in Christianity, there is this whole sense of resurrection, and so on. So we can put aside for the moment all that. Really put aside. not cling to one thing or the other. Then what is death? What does it mean to die? Not only biologically, physically, but also psychologically. All the accumulation of memories, one's tendencies, the skills, the idiosyncrasies, the things that one has gathered, whether it be money, knowledge, friendship, whatever you will, all that you have acquired. And when death comes, one says, sorry, you can't take anything with you. So what does it mean to die? Can we go into this question? Or are you frightened? So, what is death? How do you inquire into it? You understand? I'm living. I'm taking as an example. I'm living. I go along every day, routine, mechanical, miserable, happy, unhappy, the whole business of it. And death comes through accident, through disease, through old age, senile. What is senility? Is it only for the old? Is it not also, is not senility when we are just repeating? When we act mechanically, thoughtlessly? Isn't that also a form of senility? So, death. Because we are frightened of it. We never see the greatness of it. The extraordinary thing, like child, baby being born. A new human being has come into being. That's an extraordinary event. And that child grows and becomes whatever you have all become. And then dies. Death is also something most extraordinary it must be. And you won't see the depth and the greatness of it if one is frightened. So what is death? I want to find out what it means to die while I'm living. I'm not senile. I've all my wits about me. I'm capable of thinking very clearly. Perhaps occasionally go off the beam. But I'm active, clear, all the rest of it. So I'm asking myself, I'm not asking you. I'm only observing, if you will observe also, what is death? Death means surely the ending of everything. The ending of my relationship, ending of all the things I've put together in my life, all the knowledge, all the experience, the idiotic life I've led, a meaningless life, or trying to find a meaning intellectually to life. I've lived that way. Not personally, but I'm taking it as an example. And death comes and says, that's the end. But I'm frightened. It can't be the end. I've got so much, I've collected so much. Not only furniture, or pictures. When I identify myself with the furniture, or the pictures, or the bank account, I am the bank account. I am the picture. I am the furniture. Right? When you identify with something so completely, you are that. Perhaps you don't like all this. But please kindly listen. So, I have established roots. I've established great many things from me. And so death comes and makes a clean sweep of all that. So I ask myself, is it possible to live with death all the time? Not at the end of 90 years or 100 years. The speaker is 90. Sorry. Not at the end of one's life, but can I, with all my energy, vitality, and all the things that go on, can I live with death all the time? Not commit suicide, I don't mean that's too silly. But live with death, which means ending every day of everything I've collected. The ending. I do not know if you've gone into the question of what is continuity and what is ending. That which is continuous can never renew itself, reborn, clear. It can revive itself, that which is continuous. Like you are doing in this country, revival of religion. As we said, the word revive means something that has withered, dying, and you revive it. Which is happening in this country, religious revival, they're shouting about it. And I don't know if you have noticed, religions are organized religions, and the gurus and all the rest of them are tremendously rich people. Great property. Look at the religious. There is a temple in the south of India Every third day, they have $1 million. You understand? God is very profitable. This is not cynicism. This is actuality. We are facing actuality. And you can't be cynical or despairing. It is so. Either be optimistic or pessimistic. We have to look at these things. So can I live with death? Which means everything that I have done, collected, pain, sorrow, end. Ending is more important than continuity. The ending means the beginning, something new. If you merely continue, it's the same pattern being repeated in a different mode. Have you noticed another strange thing? We have made a great deal of mess in the world. Tremendous mess. And we organize to clear up that mess. Politically, religiously, socially, and economically. And when that organization or institution doesn't work, we invent another organization. And this never clearing up the mess, but bringing about new organizations, new institutions. And this is called progress. I don't know if you have not noticed all this. This is what we are doing. Thousands of institutions. The other day, we talked at the United Nations. War is going on. They have never stopped it, but they're reorganizing it. You're also doing the same, exactly the same thing in this country. We never clear up the mess. And we depend on organizations to clear that up. New leaders, new gurus, new priests, new faiths, and all that rubbish that's going on. So can I live with death? That means freedom. Complete, total, holistic freedom. And therefore, in that freedom, there is great love and compassion. And that intelligence which has not an end, which is immense. And also, we ought to talk over together what is religion. May we go on? You're not too tired? The speaker is not trying to convince you of anything. Please believe me. Nothing. You're not trying to force you through stimulation, through some other means. We are both looking at the world, your personal world and the world about you. You are the world. The world is not different from you. You have created this world. and you are responsible for it, completely, totally. Whether you're a politician or an ordinary man in the street like us. We also talk over together what is religion. Man has always sought something beyond all this pain and anxiety, sorrow. Is there something that is sacred, eternal, that's beyond all the reaches of thought? This has been one of the questions from ancient of times. What is sacred? What is that which has no time? That which is incorruptible? That which is nameless? That which has no quality, no limitation? The timeless, the eternal. Is there such a thing? Man has asked this thousands and thousands of years ago. So, as he has worshipped the sun, the earth, nature, the trees, the birds, everything that's living on this earth, man has worshipped. Ancient times. If you have heard of the Vedas and the Upanishads, so they never mention God. That which supreme, they said, is not manifested, and so on. I won't go into all that. So, are you asking that question too? Are you asking the question, is there something sacred? Is there something that is not put together by thought, as all religions are organized, whether it's Christianity, Hinduism, Buddhism, and so on. In Buddhism, there is no God. Among the Hindus, as I said, there are about 300,000 gods. It's great fun to have so many. You can play with them all. And they are the gods of books. The God according to the Bible, the gods according to the Quran, the Islamic world. I don't know if you have noticed, when religions are based on books, like the Bible or the Quran, then you have fundamentalists. Then you have people who are bigoted, narrow, intolerant, because the book says so. Haven't you noticed all this? This country is having the fundamentalists. Go back to the book. Don't get angry, please. Just look at it. So, we are asking, what is religion? Not only what is religion, but the religious brain, religious mind. To inquire into that, deeply, not superficially, there must be total freedom. complete freedom. Not freedom from one thing or the other, but freedom as a whole, per se. Then we have to ask also, the word religion etymologically has they can't explain that word. It had different meanings at different times and different ages. So we are asking, when there is that freedom, is it possible, living in this ugly world, is it possible to be so free from pain, sorrow, anxiety, loneliness, and all the rest of it? Then we have to find out also what is meditation. Contemplation in the Christian sense, and the meditation in the Asiatic sense. Probably meditation has been brought to this country by the yogis, gurus, and all those superstitious people, traditional people. And therefore they're mechanical. So we'll have to find out what is meditation. Do you want to go into it? Does it amuse you, or do you want to do it really? Is it a form of entertainment, meditation? First let me learn meditation, find out, and then I'll act properly. You understand the game one plays? Or if there is order in one's life, real order as we explained, then what is meditation? Is it following certain systems, methods? The Zen method, the Buddhist meditation, the Hindu meditation, and the latest guru with his meditation. They are always bearded, full of money, and all the rest of the business. So what is meditation? If it is determined, if it is following a system, a method, practicing day after day, what happens to the human brain? It becomes more and more dull. Haven't you noticed this? When you repeat, it may be a wrong note, but you repeat. Like a pianist, if he repeats by himself and he plays the wrong note, he'll keep on playing the wrong note all the time. So his meditation is something entirely different.